Howdy y'all, I'm Reverend, and I never would have thought that I would be commentating a stall team for this channel, because, well, one, because it's fucking impossible, usually, because you don't really make plays with a stall team, you just, like, spend 70 plus turns doing the least ambitious move possible until you don't even win, because you don't really win with a stall team, you just, like, at some point you don't lose. And also, just because, like, if you couldn't already tell, I have a great amount of just fucking contempt for stall teams. Like, I hate stall. I hate it so goddamn much, because when you're laddering with a stall team, you're just announcing, like, you don't get to have fun. I'm not here to have fun. I'm just here for the freest elo of my life. But I somehow came across the only hype stall team I've ever seen when I was going through Snow Crystal's arsenal. Like, as soon as I saw that Totes Adorbs little Audino sprite, I knew I was sold and that I had to use it. I had to use this stall team that has a double Wish Pass core of Jirachi and Mega Audino, and then a Hazard Stat core of Dragalge and Ferrothorn. And the only change I made from Snow Crystal's build was that I replaced Toxic on the Audino with Heal Bell, since two of the Pokemon knew Toxic already. Just because nothing on this team knew Heal Bell or Aromatherapy, which is a really poor choice for a stall team. It still doesn't have anything with Unaware, which is also a really bad idea, but I'm not here to judge. I'm here to lead with Slurms McKenzie, apparently, because, like, I looked at this dude's team. You would think, okay, the scariest thing is Metacham. My thought process was, the scariest thing is the fucking Chandelure, because if that is sub Pain Split Chandelure, it's going to, like, 6-0 me. So I needed to make sure that I led with Slurms McKenzie just to go ahead and shut that down. And if you led with the Metacham, I guess I could have, like, prayed to Satan that I get a Scald Burn, because that's about the only way I was going to be able to stop that. But he is just going to go ahead and high jump kick into the Protect, which I thought was really obvious, but I guess this dude just didn't know what Audino does, which I guess is fair. And then I bring out Electric Worry in on the high jump kick, which does way more than I thought it would, which I really don't know why, because Mega Metacham is obviously a fucking monster, and at this point, I just have to hope that he's not real and goes for, like, a Psycho Cut on the predicted Protect, and then goes for a high jump kick after that, which, luckily for me, he's not going to do. He's just going to go out and do his Land OT. And then I eat a knockoff, and it takes me, honestly, an embarrassing amount of time to realize that this was choice-locked Land OT, which is why I was really scared to switch out. But I am just going to Protect to get enough HP back to live another knockoff, and then go for another layer of spikes, because I'm really prioritizing the entry hazards just to stop his Metacham, because it's already below half health. And this play right here looks like I'm a fucking god. You can, I guess, draw your own conclusions, but I honestly knew to do that because he was taking a really long time to pick his move, so I knew he was probably going to overpredict and switch out. And then just go for Protect to see what move he wants to lock himself into. I guess I get made a fool of, because I wouldn't have guessed in a million fucking years he would have locked himself into Fly. And just go out into Netflix and Chill to take that, which crits me and does a shitload, so that could have even been Choice Banded Land OT, I don't fucking know. And then just go for a Protect so I can get, you know, a little bit of HP back before switching out into Lil Ear Fluffs, who is going to take the Earthquake for absolutely nothing, and I'm really, like, putting off Mega Evolving with Lil Ear Fluffs, because once Audino Mega Evolves, it gets a much worse ability. And he is going to go ahead and Dragon Tail me here. Like, watching this now, that's probably because he expected me to switch out into Zapdos just to heal it back, but I did just want to make sure to go ahead and get the Toxic gone off, because I want to make sure that Lil Earfluffs has, like, as much sustain as possible, primarily to deal with this dude's Weavile. And then bring out Slurms McKenzie just to take the Flamethrower, and then go for a Toxic, which was a really fucking bad idea, and I just realized that, because I should have, like, Scalded, because that would have done at least as much to everything on his team, and it ends up meaning that I have to let Fox Mulder die so that the Iron Barbs will go ahead and take out his Metacham, and it really wasn't helping me with too much on this dude's team anyway. Go out into Lil Earfluffs and go for a Wish, because I did not expect this to be Swords Dance Weavile, but Lil Earfluffs, the fucking god, is going to survive the +2 Icicle Crash with 3% HP left and not get flinched, and go ahead and snipe it with the Dazzling Gleam. And this Land OT is so scared of the killer Mega Audino that he's just going to go ahead and explode on the really obvious Protect, but I guess he expected me to get like really greedy and go for another wish, but I am just going to have to go out into Slarms McKenzie, and it is Nasty Plot Thunderous, which kind of made me shit my pants because like this Scald is going to do absolutely nothing and not burn it, but luckily for me, it's Life Orb Thunderous. If this had been like Leftovers, I probably would have lost, unless like that +3 Hidden Power Ice wouldn't have killed Slarms McKenzie, but then I don't think another Scald would have killed it at that point anyway, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to have to like sack a bunch of shit so that this Thunderous will die from the Life Orb recoil. So I can go ahead and bring out Baby Mama Drama just to go ahead and snipe this Chandelure. That's the only thing that the Dragalge did this game, because he is really scared of pretty much every Pokemon on this dude's team except the Chandelure and Thunderous, which only came out at the very end. But I'm glad that he was able to come out for one turn just so y'all could peep this nickname, because I'm actually really proud of it. So Mega Audino is a Pokemon that you honestly probably already forgot existed unless you play a lot of In-U, I guess, because it's the only In-U Mega, which is really strange, and it's also the only Gen 5 Mega, which just makes how bad it is even more disappointing, because is it good in doubles? I honestly don't know, but I don't see how it could be. Like, I don't know why you would ever use it over any other Mega there, and the fact that it loses Regenerator means that there's no reason to use it over any other Mega in singles, which kind of blows, because it's got a lot of potential, honestly. Like, I think its defense stats are like, what, 103, 126, 126? Like, that's fucking insane, and it's also a Fairy type, which is just automatically a good thing, because Fairy type is so busted, so I guess it's a good thing that it doesn't have Regenerator, because that would be incredibly annoying. It's like how people really wanted Chansey and Blissey to be Fairy type before Gen 6 came out, which honestly, if they were, I probably would have stopped playing. So I guess shoutouts to Mega Audino for not being the oppressive, unkillable Highlander that it could possibly be. Thanks for not making us have to put up with that shit. Alright, yo, peep it. I accidentally paused this battle on like the perfect frame for all of the hidden powers to make it look like there's a bunch of coffee stains on the screen. So I don't really know what you're supposed to do with that information.